What we look like on screen this morning, but here we go. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special, big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. School is on this morning. School bus driver. Shout out to the teachers, definitely the school teachers. Shout out to medical field personnel. Shout out to law enforcement personnel. Shout out to military personnel. Shout out to whatever your job description is, the engineers, the AC techs, whatever you are. Shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. And shout out to the first person in this morning, Miss Goldie Robinson. Miss Goldie Robinson, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Audrey Wright, big up yourself. Thank you for being here as well. Pussy Galore is in the building. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kerr is with us. Dainty D, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this platform, this family for so long. Dainty D. Missy Bram is in the building. Says new week, new day, new beginnings, new blessings. Grand rising, my flow family. Oh, you sound very up and motivated this morning. I like it. Andrew Shervis is with us this morning as well. Main one is here. Dainty D again. Jamaican Angel. So the chat room is open this morning for all to partake. And that's what it's going to be. Come on in, enjoy yourself. Keep it respectful. And this might be the only one for the week, right? I don't know. I wake up this morning, I'm eye them like this one eye. When I did my eye surgery, they actually implanted something in my eye so that thing, the pterygium, would not grow back again, right? And every now and then, if I drop asleep like under the fan or something like that, I wake up in the morning and this eye is just running water and it's really red. So my eyes are kind of sensitive this morning. And then when I went to go start earlier, one of my bulbs in here, I got some big, them big professional bulb there. They're about that long and they're spiral looking. One of them bust. Bow! Big old explosion from a bulb. So I had to change out everything and start over. But anyway, here we are this morning, feeling good, healthy and strong. And we have a lot to give thanks for, if that is all we have to give thanks for. Not true? Because some people ain't healthy and strong this morning. Some people are battling something this morning. Some people are really hurting this morning, whether it's financially or physically. Some people are hurting both ways, financially, physically, every other kind of alley you can think of. So if you're in a good position this morning, then you better give some thanks. All right? All right. Morning, King Biggs, Veronica Gale, Virtuous Fire, Wayne Nathan, big up yourself. Vicky! Victory is in the building. Angel D is in the building. Main one is with us. Andrea Sherivis, Dainty D. All the family is here. Sharon Spence is in the building this morning. Shay, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Dion McFarlane is with us this morning. And Virtuous Fire, Carrie Ann Jones and Miss Goldie Robinson is in the building, like I said before. Wally Paniem there. Sean Cassell, Erica Dean is in the building this morning with us. Trini L. Bay is here. Peace to the gods. Dainty D is Dainty D is like your name stuck this morning, because every time I keep saying everybody else's name, I'm repeating Dainty D like 3 times. Vicky says, don't forget the crane operators, man, before we must call you. Shout out to my construction workers, my crane operators, heavy equipment operators, period. Some of them drive tractor and excavators and all these other things. So big up to them. Right? I know there's some women out here who say, men ain't needed. We could go on without men. I see some work out there. What some man I do. 2 days ago, I drive by the park. Yesterday, day before yesterday, drive by the park. A group of brothers doing a roof on a 2-story house. And the 2-story house tall, it looked more like a 3-story house. But there they were on the roof. No harness, no nothing to hold them up. I said to myself, I've done that job before. I was a jet. I was a youngin'. My friend father had a roofing company business kind of thing he was doing in Miami. Hurricane had just hit, and I was making $100 a day. I was about 15 or 16 because I would go on the weekends with him down to the southernmost part of Florida to go replace roofs after the hurricane. It was a lot of work, and him gather up a lot of people and flipping the roofs like crazy. So anyway, I have an experience of what that feels like. That's a job I wouldn't want to do myself, and I don't see no woman out there doing roofing and construction either. And when that sun hit, you on that asphalt, on that rooftop, and them shingles biting you all over your skin. The shingles them come in like some little mosquito, and they stick into your skin like little shrapnels, and them itchy, scratchy all over. They're biting you all over, and then that sun in Miami get to like 100 and something degrees in the summertime, and you have to wear a whole heap of clothes because you got to be covered from head to toe, else the shingles are gonna bite you up. I don't know how man do them kind of work and then take them money give woman, and it's some woman who don't even want you. I can't do it. I can't do it. I be trying to talk to my brothers, man. There's women out here who think you're not essential, you're not needed, basically, or only your money is good, but you not worthy. So y'all be careful. A lot of y'all out there doing some dangerous work. I seen some brother up on a high-rise building with the scaffolding around the building. He up there like 20 something stories in the air, just walking freestyle. Me not do them the kind of work there. If that's the only work that was available, I'll probably be on my way to prison or risking it all because I am not going up there. But see, our next one, they have to dive down into a hole, and the hole look like it about that big. I don't know how we fit a human in it, but them just jump and dive straight down in the hole, and the hole drop into some other part of earth, and that's where they work, and then them get pulled back out when it. Me not do them something that if you lock me in a closet, me claustrophobic, me start like I want to die. So I couldn't do that kind of work either. But big up to the hardworking people out there, man. Everybody got to do what they have to do to make a living. I just don't understand how to do it and then give away your money, right? All right, so the Buffalo So the rest is in the building says I'm up early, literally sitting with my channel in front of me, waiting for my alert. None came. I just click right back on your picture and see you on. Yeah, YouTube been treating us like that for a while. We can't even. It doesn't even make sense to complain anymore, man. We just go with the program, right? Because we understand what it is. I see another thing that's going on YouTube. I'm not talking bad about the boss because I don't want to be fired. Read between the lines. What I'm just saying. But I noticed another thing on YouTube. A lot of people been saying, "How come you keep removing my comments?" And I'm like, I'm not removed. First, people were like, "How come you unsubscribing me?" SouFLo, me do you something? Did I say something wrong? Why you unsubscribe me from my channel? We've been having that problem for a while, right? Boom. What I noticed happening now is, and I complained to YouTube about it. They said they were going to try to help us. We haven't gotten any help, right? Multiple times, haven't gotten any help. Now I notice like a video will get like 20 something thousand views in a 24-hour space, and the video has like 80, 90 comments on it. Usually, the video that gets like 20,000 views in a 24-hour space, that video has 2, 3, 400 comments on it, so on and so forth. If you think about 20,000 people watching your video, and majority of them who watch are going to leave a comment, right? So it's not adding up, and I think my comments are being shorted. People are starting to complain that their comments are disappearing. It's not me. I'm not blocking your comments. I'm not taking your comments off the platform. Whatever is going on with YouTube, that's what's going on. Funny thing is, on my other channel, which is SouFLoTV, a video will get 4,000 views in 24 hours over there. And that same video will have as much as or even more comments than a 20,000 view video over here on this channel. So obviously something is off, but whatever. I complain to YouTube a lot. I beg, I ask for help. I don't get the help. It is what it is. So we move forward, right? Right. No boss, lots of ladies on my construction site. Yeah, Wayne Core, lots of ladies on your construction site, but they're not the ones that's doing the heavy lifting and climbing up to them high places. I know roofing and construction, I never seen a woman out there. Matter of fact, lie. I saw one Mexican woman with a group of Mexican men that was doing a roof across the street from my old house, and they flipped that roof in like 24 hours. But she was there just like bringing food and sharing out food, and there were kids on the site as well, so she was like taking care of the kids and everything like that. I never see her up on top of the roof. I never see her laying shingles and pop pop, with the gun, pop 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 pop, with the gun and all that. I never see her do all that. So there's always exceptions to the rules. I've seen women out there in construction. I just don't see them do the big heavy things. That's what I'm talking about. So anyhow, preserve your buck for somebody good. That's all. Preserve your money, your resources, and your back for somebody good. That's all I'm saying to the kings out there. You go out there and do all that hard work and give away your money and your resources and your back to somebody who really don't even care about you. They just there for what you can do for the moment. On to the next one. And after a while, your back no good no more, and you can't do them kind of work there no more, and you're back to square one. And Kemisha nyam out the whole of your money and gone. You see what I'm saying? You get the drift, right? Right. Your late fee. Pay your late fee. Marilyn Grant. Missy Brob says Marilyn Grant, pay your late fee. Dave says YouTube took down the thumbs down. Beer check. That's good. I love it. I love that YouTube took the thumbs down. Let me tell you why. Our people are so hateful that our people will purposely hit a thumbs down. I had people that used to follow the channel, right? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Hit that bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up on SouFLoTV. Then make sure they did everything and hit the subscription bell, and they are notified. And every time them get notified is just so they can hit a thumbs down. They didn't even watch the video. They were notified just to get a thumbs down. I used to put videos up 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock midday, 2 in the afternoon. No matter what time I put the video up, there was a group of people who would tune in just to, I think they were in their bed sleeping like this at 2 a.m. and one of my videos went up, and they must have got a notification and went thumbs down at 2 in the morning. That's how much them did hate me. But yeah, so when YouTube took the thumbs down, I was laughing my ass off because I was at home going, I wonder what that person there and them people there, I wonder what they're gonna do now. They probably come to the video and like, oh, I can't find a way for I can't do that. You can't give no thumbs down no more. So yeah, big up YouTube. Big up to YouTube for that one. It ain't perfect, but they helping out. LA say, but the thing about it is that the thumbs down is still interactive on YouTube and it still pushes your video. No, thumbs down do not push your video. Thumbs down does not push your videos. You get too many thumbs down, it tells them that it messes the algorithm. It tells them that people ain't really feeling that video. It's either they're disgusted by it or they just don't like your content or whatever. That's what the thumbs down is for. So but YouTube, I think, realized that people were just being vindictive and just hitting thumbs down for no reason, not even engaging the content, just hit thumbs down for no reason, which was off-putting to people who were content creators, right? So them just do away with the thumbs down like that. Why would they take that away? Just saying, they really don't care unless they get money. Well, the world is all about money, whether you like it or not. I love when people say that. I love when people say that. Why would they care unless they get money? You're damn right. It's all about money. Y'all the same people, right? If you see somebody broke, you hear you. Lord God, him can do better than that, man. If you saw my kids out in the streets and they raggedy and I'm not doing good financially, you the same one that's going to talk about me. But then when I go 100 for my money, It's like, oh, so everything is money for him. Is money? Yes, everything is money for me. I have a whole heap of picnic to take care of, and then nobody else taking care of them but me. So when I don't take care of them and they look raggedy, the same people are gonna laugh after me and talk about me picnic them. So yeah, it's about money. It's about money on every level. It's about money in a corporate world. It's about money at this level, getting to the corporate dollar. It's on a better wake up and understand what Bob Marley said. If you know what life is worth, yeah, you would look for yours on earth, right? Yeah, stop looking at the big sky because nothing not gonna drop down from it for you, and you're not gonna be lifted up into it to be sat on some gold throne and walk streets paved with golds. Right, that's it there. Right, that's so you better get yours and you better set up a kingdom. Right, that's so you see it. So yeah, man, it's all about money, for real, for real. And we understand the flex, so we flex with the flex, right? Right. You sure as hell can't survive here without it, Audrey Wright says. Yeah, and ain't nobody giving it to you like that. You have to work. You have to work. You have to talk to the boy's horse. You have to run till your foot them tired. Ask you saying you have to work. You have to work to get it. And when you got thief it or kill people feet or do something feet, but ain't nobody telling any of us adults, come on over here. I'll have you live here for rent free. All bills are paid. You don't worry about a damn thing. Nice clothes are over there that you can wear to the left. All your meals will be prepared to the right. You're not Nagasa. Even in the military, you get nice house to live in. You get all your meals prepared. Everything is in one place. That's what I miss about the military the most, is that everything was in one place. My car breakdown, car need to be fixed. It's on post. We have the mechanics and everything. You want to go shopping, you go to the PX. It's on post. You want to go grocery shopping, the grocery store is on post. Everything is right there for us, right? Insurance policy in place. No soldier is out here without a life insurance policy. Insurance policy in place. Mine's $500,000, $500,000. I'm 20 something years old, right? All this kind of stuff going on. And then the end result is what? Well, orders came down and you're being shipped out to frontline combat. Might not make it back. You see, nothing is for free. So ain't nobody out here giving us nothing. So we got to get to the money how we get to the money. I applaud everybody that's getting to the money legally. I'm not standing on nobody's way. Long as you get into the money legally, I applaud you. You know, I did a video that I was supposed to put up after doing the video is about 20 minutes long. The video was speaking to Spice, dancehall queen Spice, because I saw an episode of what is show name? What should on? Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and I think that was like the worst episode I saw so far with Spice. You know, it's like they slowly dragged Spice into the hoo-ha, brew, rah kind of something. And now she throwing drinks and flipping tables too and carrying on, and she want to fight people too. And, you know, security have to be restraining her. If you notice, they gradually brought her into it. But the video I did, I was basically saying, why are you representing yourself like that? You're Spice. You are somebody without Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop could leave today. You would still be Spice. You are dancehall queen. You represent something even bigger than Love and Hip Hop. You represent our culture. You represent an entire country, right? Their culture, this, that, and the other. You are hardworking, world touring, world known. Some of them people there on Love and Hip Hop, they're famous, yes, but they're famous in a certain area. Nobody know about them in other places. You are Spice. Why are you over here doing this ghetto girl something? And then I thought about it and I said, I'm not even going to put that video up. However, she got to get to her bread. Get to your bread. I don't see you out in the road I sell front. And I don't hear you encouraging anybody to go thief and murder nobody for them things. Therefore, go get to your bread, right? And I just left it. And now I have the content and I can't share the content. I'm just going to have to throw it out. So I put all that time filming, editing, putting my speech together, saying some grand old, sensible something. And now I can't post it because I thought about it. And I'm like, yo, not a good time to post that. If she's trying to get to her money, if she's trying to expand her brand, I want to know that nowadays, right? Stupidity sells. Okay, drama sells, stupidity sells, um, low vibrational ignorance sells. So you could be the smartest person. I just did a video not too long ago explaining to you guys about Krishan Rock, the girl that's with Blueface. She is a university graduate with a bachelor's degree in sports medicine. You would never know it. Krishan tooth got knocked out. You would think she would go put the tooth back in. No, she realized when the tooth got knocked out that her ratings shot through the roof. I know our tooth still missing. And for some reason, people relate to that because they're like, well, damn, if my tooth got knocked out right now, how much they said to fix it? Oh, 1,800? I ain't got that. So I'm gonna be walking around like how Krishan looking right now with no tooth. I see a lot of females say, "Oh man, this girl is me. She is me. I know I'm toxic and everything, but she is me. I can so relate." She knows what she has to do to get to the money. So we get to the money. We know what we have to do to get to the money. It's kind of hard for me to dumb myself down though, in order to get to the money. You know, get low vibrational every day in order to get to the money. But if that's what I have to do, then that's what I'm gonna have to do. Right now I'm balancing the content. I'm gonna reach low vibrational yet, but and I don't think my core audience members would like beer low vibrational something. But we partake in low vibrational every now and then too. Not true? Kind of like selling your soul, as Dorothy T says. Well, yeah. If we define selling your soul as, if you define, it depends on what selling your soul means to you. Some people think your soul is your, like this spirit that's inside of this vessel that's your body, right? And you go to somewhere, meet somebody at the crossroads, and you say, where's the pen and the paper? And they say, I want $1 million US for your soul. And you're like, nah, you're gonna have to come up with more money than that. I'm willing to sell, but it's gonna have to be worth it. I give you 50 million US, and you're like, for sale. I'm selling my soul. And then there's a contract, and in the fine print of the contract, nobody reads it. The fine print says, I'll be coming back and you'll be paying me back double. I want your firstborn when they hit 16. I want your this, I want your that. People have this grand thing made up of what selling of a soul is. For some people, selling your soul simply means the things that you came to do, that you know within yourself that this is what it is you're supposed to do, because you feel right doing only that. You're willing to go against that. You're willing to go against yourself in order to make a buck, push an agenda, I don't know, whatever. Then that's selling your soul. Anything outside of what it is you came to do is selling your soul, right? So we don't know what selling the soul is. It means different things to different people. Angel D says, wait, LA says, speaking on how many people watched the Ratagan show this weekend. How many people watched the Ratagan show this weekend? I be right honest with you. You don't know something I like. I'm gonna know if I lie. I don't want myself to know how to lie. I went over there. I watched 5 minutes of one thing, 5 minutes of another thing. Didn't find much interest in it, and I left. Maybe I was in one of those moods because on the weekend I have all my kids around me, so I'm running here trying to please this one, that one, that one. Talk to the teenagers, instill some knowledge in them, find out what's going on in their life with their week, grade schools. Then the little ones are running around. So I'm all over the place, right? So I went, I tried. I noticed there were multiple people on the screen, and I listened to the conversation for a minute or two, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, a couple of videos, then me left. So honestly, I didn't give it enough time to even get into the content. Let me start out with me first, being honest. See if anybody else is gonna follow. LA says Spice is a ghetto girl though, so hey. That's another thing that I don't like. Ghetto is a place, right, where all the lowest of low happens in the ghetto. Ghetto is a place where, and it's driven by poverty, right? Right. what bugs me is people get millions of dollars, they do hard work, they elevate themselves on the social ladder. You know, you're able now to rub elbows with the who's of who's and what's nots and whatnot, and then still refer to yourself as a ghetto. You're not ghetto. Like, my sister said to me one time, she said, I say, what's your favorite reggae artist now? I remember this. And she goes, I don't even listen to reggae no more. I listen to African music. I said, why you don't listen to reggae no more? You're Jamaican, right? She said, yeah, but most of the people that do reggae music, listen to this. She said, most of the people that do reggae music, them get up every day and sing about bad mind, friend, and poverty this and poverty that. You've been removed from poverty 10, 15 years ago. You got your first big bus 15 years ago. You've been touring the world ever since. You drive nice cars, BMWs, Mercedes Benz of the year that we're in. You live in a place that is nice and fancy. The average person can't afford to live there. You get thousands and thousands of dollars per show. Why are you still singing about poverty and poverty this and poverty that? I understand a lot of people are in poverty, but tell us something else to motivate women. Tell us something else to uplift us, to have us aspire to get to that level. We in the poverty, so you sing to poor people about poverty. They live in it. They live it. You don't have to sing to me about what I'm living. I'm living it already. Tell me about how you came out of it and show me some of what the other side of what they'll be in Dubai on vacation, and they'll be in this place and that exotic location on vacation, and then them come sing about zinc fence lane and poverty, and mama with the 2 piece of yam and no mackerel to go with it, and not even pot to boil them pan the stove. She have to use a tin and put and I'm like, she tired of that. So I looked into what she said, and I'm like, you know, say true. None of them not tell about them good life, them nice life, them fancy life. It's kind of like leeching off the poor people, right? It's like, okay, we understand you did this. We understand that. But you're going to do this for the rest of your life? Like, you're going to speak about this and sing this for the rest of your life? The guy that started out as a drug dealer when he was 16, 17, 18, because he grew up in a certain area, in a certain block or whatever, forced to join a gang, all this other stuff. He got his first record deal and signed his first multi-million-dollar contract 15 years ago. It's straight to the top in superstardom ever since then. We've seen you on the red carpet. We've seen you with all the big wigs. We know you got money, some level of money. You might not be the richest, and a lot of it might be for show, but your regular life is still different from others, right? You still have we might think your bank account says 100 million. It actually says 2.5 mil. That's your net worth. That's a whole lot of money that a whole lot of people don't have. You take exotic trips, you fly out, you're in Maui, you're in this place, you're in that place, you're in South Africa, you're in here, there, and you come back and talk about, I'm chopping up rocks on the living room table, bagging a crack, about to go hit the block, get some money with my homies. I'm like, man, shut the hell up. That's not what you're doing. Rap about the trip that you just took that looks so exotic on your Instagram page. Rap about some other places, the show you just did in a place where people don't even speak English. Tell us how that makes you feel, so a young youth can aspire to do the same. Damn, they don't even speak your language, but they know all the words to your song. That's dope. You know, that. You talking about crack, we about to chop rocks on a living room table, and what you know about crack. It gets old. It gets old and boring. Backyard Farmer in Georgia says, your sister is right. I always tell my family that reggae music does not move me. The African music is better. Reggae music move you if you're going through a struggle. Let's not throw reggae music under the bus. There's some reggae music that will move you, but you really gotta sort it out, you know, because most of it is just this depressing topic. It's like getting over trials and tribulation, and it can serve you right going through your times. But we would like to see the same art. Let that be for a new artist. Let after you in this for 10, 15 years, let that sufferation something be for a new artist. I don't need you who's been a star for the last 15 years to start talking about sufferation, and because you're not suffering. You fly first class everywhere you go. I saw you in the airport. I was heading into the regular part of the plane, down at the back, which part that first pop off when time plane a crash. Down there, so me I go, and you was way up front in the curtain section where they pull the curtain and serve drinks, and you have extra leg room, and that's the cheapest flight you will go. Your other flights are private jet because some company wants you to come perform at this Caribbean island in the Cayman Islands. You're flying from Jamaica to the Cayman Islands in our private jet, all these things. So talk about that. Talk about that. But 15 years in the game and you still telling me about how sufferation go. And you don't want to hear that, man. Not from you. Let that be from a young youth that's actually really suffering, really trying to get on. He ain't even get the first big check yet, right? His music is hitting though. He's singing his way to the top just like you did. I feel like they like pirate off of poor people and pirate off of the experience of being poor. One thing about us is this: we glamorize poverty. We glamorize poverty so good. We make y'all don't see when them little white kids be trying to be black. What do they try to be? They don't try to be a black attorney. They don't try. They don't try to be a black school teacher. They don't try to be a black engineer. They don't try to be a black anything other. What do they try to be when they're trying to be black? What do they try to be? We glamorize poverty so much. We got other people all around the world wanting. I'm from the hood. I want to be from the hood too. The hood must be a glamorous place. It seems like a movie. It sounds exciting. Look how they dress. I want to dress like that too. You see little Timmy with his pants off his butt. You know, he's sagging too. His hat, when we turn our hat sideways, he bopping through the suburbs like this too. His mom is like, turn your damn hat around. Put it forward. Why are you wearing your hat like that? It's like, this is a new wave, mom. New wave? What is a wave? I'm surfing this new wave. You're not even a surfer. You don't go to the beach. I don't need to go to the beach to surf, mom. Oh, mom, you don't even understand. You don't get it. You know, we make poverty look attractive to where everybody wants to be poor. Everybody wants to at least act like they're poor. Everybody wants to act like they're struggling, like us who are struggling. I know all of we are struggling. And then again, all of us are struggling, but on different levels. Let's put it that way, right? Right. But we make it look good. Why do we glamorize poverty? Why are you calling me? Why may I call myself ghetto? 15, 20 years after I've been removed from the ghetto. I haven't even been back to I don't go back. I don't hang out there. You not catch me on no corner in the ghetto, but me still I call myself ghetto. Where were you last night? Oh, I was at the Hiltons in Beverly Hills. Where were you for the last 2 weeks? Oh, I was in the Trump Towers in whatchamacallit. I had a suite there because we had 4 shows in New York, so that's where we were for the week. And the company gave us the. Oh wow, really? Where were you like a month before that? Oh, we were in Dubai, and then before that we were in Europe, and we went through Germany, and then we were in London, and for 2 weeks we stayed over. And okay, so what? You don't hang out in the ghetto. Why you keep talking about the ghetto like that's you on the corner every day? Stop. Inga Baby 51 says, I love my life in the suburbs, SouFLo. Me too. I do I do too. Hey, shout out to my mama though, man. I've never lived. Well, to my daddy, to my grandparents, I've never lived in any ghetto area my whole life, ever. I went there because I wanted. See, they made it so cool that I wanted to go find out what it was about. So I went there too to go find out what it was about. True story. I'm going to school in Miami, right? And I have a friend, and this particular friend, his parents, they're Nicaraguan. His parents own a company somewhere, something. Anyhow, daddy make a lot of money. So this youth used to new cars. Now, this is high school for me. Me, I walk, foot, ride bicycle youth, right? Catch bus. This man is getting a new car, brand new car. I'm not a used car, a brand new car off showroom floor kind of car. And back then, when the Mustang 5.0 convertible first came out, this man got his in red with a white top that peeled back. He's in high school, right? So him out there being wild and all that, he crashes his Mustang. His father said, I'm going to get you another car, but it's not going to be a Mustang. His father got him a Mitsubishi Galant. I remember everything. A burgundy Mitsubishi Galant. Now, remember, I know. Mitsubishi Galant to me is still, and it's still brand new. He's getting it. Not a used car, not a chip, not a stain, nothing on it. Same way. To me, that Mitsubishi Galant was a Lamborghini. Okay? To him, it was the worst thing that could have ever happened to him. I decided for the first time in my life and the only damn time in my life to skip school. This day. Got me there out with my rich friend, right? This boy go driving through Overtown in Miami. Mind you, I'm not from that side of the city. I'm from Miami Beach. Here we are, ends up over by Pork and Beans Projects, and this guy decides, I'm gonna wreck this car so my dad could get me a new car. And I'm gonna wreck all the cars he get me till he get me the car that I want. This ain't made up. This is real, right? Rich picnic something. So I'm thinking to myself, am I gonna wreck the car? How am I gonna wreck the car? I'm in the car. I'm hoping he not going to wreck the car with me in the car. The brother start run stop signs. Pardon my language. First stop sign, him go through, him say, fuck the stop sign. Zoom straight through the stop sign. Four-way intersection, right? You know, some of the street them have only two-way intersection, like one doesn't have a stop sign. They go straight no matter what. The other side have stop signs. He hit another one. Fuck the stop sign. He kept saying it. Fuck the stop sign. Zoom straight through the stop sign. I'm in the car. I'm holding on for dear life. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's something I got dead. But you know, when you're young and dumb, I mean, I try to play brave, right? To impress your friends, peer pressure kind of thing. Even though nobody wasn't pressuring me, I could have kept my behind in school. I think this was also God warning me that this ain't for you. This cutting school and disappearing stuff are not for you. It's the only time I ever did that. By the time the man reached the third stop sign, him said, same words. Fuck this stop sign. Fuck the stop sign. Zoom as him fly through a old school Cadillac. Them old Cadillac Brahms, broad front Cadillac, broadsided us on my side. Slap the car. The car starts spin. This man, I'm in the car. The car's, you know, in slow motion, if you slow it down and the car is going through its motions, because you just get hit. You don't know if it's going to flip. He had a friggin' smile on his face the whole time. I'm in the car like, God, please save me, Jesus Christ. I look over. I'm like, this person is crazy. This is a crazy man. The car stopped. The car that hit us left. They didn't stop. So it was a hit and run kind of thing. Even though he would have been wrong because he's the one that kept saying, F this stop sign. The car stopped. Hear the man to me as soon as the car stopped. I'm shaking up. He said, get out and run. Get out and run. I got the rest. I'm stuck. I'm like, where am I supposed to run to? He was like, just go, oh, that way, over there. He points to some apartment buildings, and I take off. And I run straight into the apartment buildings. And that's the first time and last time and only time I've ever been inside of Scott's projects in Miami. Now, anybody who's from the 305, like if you ask them about Pork and Beans, if you ask them about Scott's projects, if you ask them about anywhere over in that side of the city, they will tell you. And especially back in the day, that wasn't the place that you wanted to be in, right? I'm running through the projects. I'm trying to get away. He's like, I'm gonna tell my dad that an accident happened and whatever. I'll get a new car. I'm out here on my own. I'm running through. And I remember also looking into people's doors as I'm running, because everybody, like these apartments, a ghetto, everybody have them door open, and everybody goes from apartment to apartment and them hang out together. You can see the dudes outside that's selling dope. They look like they selling dope. Back in the day, they used to wear 2 pants and 2 shirts and this kind of thing, from keep their shoes lined up, laced up. So if police come in, they run around the corner, ditch the drugs, change clothes. They come out fresh in a new set of clothes, walk back out just like this. This is stuff they really used to do. I'm looking, I'm just, it was like a movie in slow motion. I'm noticing everything. I noticed the guys who used to go to my school, who could have been like, they were football prospects. There they are. I saw one that lost his scholarship. He was standing there, big and buff, selling dope. I'm looking, I'm going through. I don't know nobody over here, you know? And I'm hoping nobody does anything to me, and I don't know where to go. I'm cutting straight through because this is where Eduardo said to go. And I looked in one room in an apartment, and I saw Timothy. Walk past the door, back to the door, look back in again. Timothy. He was in a wheelchair, and he was looking like drooling outside of his mouth, looking like this, looking very different from the last time I saw him. This is a dude that went to my school that used to be one of the bad boy them. He used to hang with another dude named Alfonso, the one that I told y'all that looked like a man, we beat up the Jamaican youth, we just come from Jamaica, and used to tell people about he's a professional bike rider. And when him leading the bike like this, and he used to show us bike racing videos. But you know, in a them bike race there, you can't see the person that's riding because them have on all this gear. He said that was him. So we used to be like, he lie, but maybe it is him, because he used to show up to school in all the bike gears without the bike. So we said, yeah, maybe him. But Alfonso used to like dig in people's pocket, rob them, and then Alfonso end up, him say him a like 3rd degree black belt or something, and then, you know, the Yankee youth end up knock him out, beat him up and thing. But they used to hang together, Alfonso and Timothy. Timothy's story ended up being they were sitting around bored playing Russian roulette. One round in a revolver, spin it, put it to your head, pull the trigger. Just try to show how brave you are. Didn't go off. Pass it to the next person in the circle. Pull the trigger. Spin it, pull the trigger. Didn't go off. Come back around to Timmy. Timmy, spin it, pull the trigger. Shot himself in the head. And me trying to escape from a scene of a crash where this rich youth crash him car just because his brand new Mitsubishi Galant, just because he want another Mustang 5.0 convertible from his dad. I'm running from that scene and running to the projects and see this. And I never saw Timmy again. I stopped there for a second. I looked. He looked like, you know, his body looked different. His face looked different, but it was him. And I'm like, damn. And I never skipped school again. Never skipped school again. One day, and God took me through all that in another one day there. So, yeah. My poverty life, I understand people been through it, go through it, whatever, but there's no need for you to keep on calling yourself ghetto and hood, and you're 10 years removed from that environment. That environment is not you. You had no control over the environment that you were born into, right? And everybody's goal was to make it up out of that environment. Some people didn't make it out because they weren't determined enough. And some people were hell-ass determined to make it out, and they did make it out. So why keep on referring to yourself as that? You know what I'm saying? Why keep referring to yourself as that? So again, shout out to my people, my parents. My mom made sure I have never lived in a messed up place. And I decided to pay that forward too. So if you ask my kids today, my kids could tell you that we have never lived in a messed up place, in a messed up condition, in any kind of messed up community or anything like that. I was explaining to my son the other day, and I said, yo, we look through pictures and stuff. Remember this time, when time's flying. And I said, you know, in this time, I used to pawn my stuff. I used to pawn my gun, pawn my things, just so I could pay the bills. And then when I got paid, I would go buy my stuff back from the pawn shop, and then had to pawn all my stuff again the coming week, the same weekend, to get money again to buy groceries and stuff put in the house. Nobody didn't know I was going through all that. My son looked at me and said, damn, we never felt that. Made me proud. Made me very proud. Made me proud of myself, because they never felt that. They don't know what it's like to not have. They don't know what it's like to ask for and not get. They don't know what it's like to grow up in a messed up environment where gunshots are flying and drugs is being sold outside. And they don't know what it's like for police car through the area and all that. My kids don't know what that's like. And as I grow and as they grow, things only got better and better and better. And we've lived in better and better and better, but we have never lived in a messed up place. So from my mom making sure that I never experienced that, I made sure pay it forward so my children never experience that. And I tell my children that you're going to have to grind, put in the hard work, focus, get it together, and make sure my grandchildren never experience that, because none of us did. None of us did. And the only reason I tasted a little ghetto is because me I follow company. And God reversed me real quick. You see this? This ain't for you. Get your ass back over there to Miami Beach. And your mama out there struggling, working 3 jobs. Get yourself back over there to Miami Beach. Okay. All right. Get back in line. Yep. You're on the track team. Keep running track. You're doing good in school. You can do even better. Blah, blah, blah. And I saw it go. Absolutely true SouFLo of poverty. Yeah, man. We glorify it and make people think it's cool. Poverty ain't cool. Poverty is not cool. A lot of people scarred up by poverty. They scarred for the rest of their lives. You know, poverty conditions bring all kinds of stuff. Too many family members jam up in a one house. Next thing you know, Uncle Dean, were always drunk, start touch the little niece and nephew them and fungle up this and one year. Big cousin start feel up little cousin. You know, like just so much shit goes with poverty. I don't know why we glorify it. But I guess we've been programmed to glorify our dysfunction. So we glorify it, and others think it's cool to be in that situation. It's one thing to act like you're in it when you can afford to not be in it. It's another thing to live it and you don't have a choice. That's your life. But some people don't understand that either. Excalibur, the turntablist, shout out, says, dang, I guess only member comments get recognized today, even though chat is open to all today. Damn, fam. I actually just looked down randomly just to say something to a comment. And Excalibur, the turntablist, is saying, I guess only member comments get recognized today, even though the chat is open to all today. I randomly looked down. Okay. The comment section is over here. The camera is over here. I'm looking here at the camera. I'm looking at myself on the screen, actually, in the direction of the camera. When you see me go like this, that's when I finally look at the comment section. And there are so many comments over there. I can't keep up with the comments, fam. So I'm not ignoring you. I just randomly look down every now and then. And the comment section runs, right? The comments go up. So by the time you leave your comment on me, look, your comment gone. Somebody else comment, I see. I see. Big up yourself, Excalibur, the turntablist. Thank you for being here. Vicky Victory says you have a choice. Work hard. Absolutely. You have a damn choice. Work hard and get up out your situation that you in. With that said, let's move into these topics we have for this morning, right? First of all, I wanted to start out light because I'm Monday morning, but we're gonna get heavy. Y'all see the front, y'all see the icon for the video. It's about to get heavy. So, yesterday, I don't know why, but I was missing this woman so much, man. This is my grandmother. when you hear me talk, right, and I say Miss Ruby say, and Grandma say, or my granny say, this is my grandmother right here. This is my grandmother that passed away not too long ago. This woman right here, real champion, came, saw, conquered. She laid it down, right? And man, for like the last 2 days, she just been heavy on my mind, you know. And I'm like, I miss my grandmother so much. I never knew that I would miss her like that much, kind of thing. And something said to me yesterday. I said, not even my mama loved me like this lady loves me. My mom is her mother, or is her daughter, right? And for me to say, and my mom loved me, my mama loves me, but not even my mama loved me like how this woman loved me. You know what I'm saying? So I put my grandmother picture up here this morning. My goal is to keep her alive, but my goal is to keep her alive through everything she taught me, instilled in me. Some of the instilling was very hard enough. It was big up yourself. Some of the instilling was very hard. Some of the instilling was, here, me did tell you, self it, nothing. That kind of instilling, she was one of those. I grew up with a grandmother that did have the little something in her bosom. Yeah, bosom. You don't remember that word there? Yeah, she did have the little something wrap up in her bosom. You know them grandmother there? And when you go visit and they're like, them look and see if your parents looking, and she pull out a little thing and give you and stuff it in your pocket and she says, shh. Yeah, and I love you and see you again soon here and gone. Yeah, them kind of grandmother there. I grew up with a real grandmother, a stalwart. I grew up with. So one of my things this morning was to give my audience a chance to talk about your grandmother. I just wanted to see everybody leave one thing about your grandmother that still sticks with you to this day. Because here's the thing. You come, you live, you leave. If your work wasn't done proper here, nobody remembers you after you go. You understand? The fact that people talk about you after you leave is how you live on. So that woman will always live on as long as I'm alive, for sure. And I'm sure that she'll live on after I'm gone because my kids know her. And my kids know that the stuff that I speak comes from her, as well. So Miss Ruby lives on through me. One of my favorite things about Miss Ruby was she was just raw, honest, like raw. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But she. This is what I was thinking yesterday. I said to myself, a woman is really, really, really powerful and don't even know how powerful they are. I don't think my grandmother gave my grandfather too much leg room. My grandmother basically said, okay, so this is where it came from. Let me put it in context for you. I'm watching a video and there was a Jamaican girl. She's pretty and everything. She's talking about Leota Bradshaw, the girl that, the American sailor that went to Jamaica and offed, or allegedly went to Jamaica and offed Philip Paulwell's daughter and her mom. This Jamaican girl was talking about her. So the Jamaican girl said, what you do that for? Over cocky? Over hood? And you in the American army? And I'm like, okay, she's not in the army, but whatever. And I'm listening. She goes, how much good-looking man in the army? You know, fuck somebody else pan him, man. On the part of my language, I'm putting it in context. She was like, fuck somebody else pan him if you find out, say, I fuck somebody too. And I was like, damn, if this is the general mindset, I said, decent people don't do that. Like, decent women will never be like, bun for bun. Oh, and that you want to do me, I go do that too. Bun for bun. If you as a man and you want to whore yourself out and come community property and all this, then a decent woman will never follow you and be like, oh, I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine. Because it requires her laying down, stripping naked for your next man, allowing her next man to do all kind of something to her too, right? She'll rather pack and go. So I started remembering my grandmother. Remember me telling you think no chink, you sour no flour, you're cranking a donkey. And I found out I was talking to my auntie. That was my grandfather's child outside of his marriage that lived in the community and me never know. A pipe, me go catch water. And and this woman pushed me out of the way. A big woman pushed me out the way and me a cuss. Cause me a little picnic right my mouth fast, so me a cuss. You think no chink, you sour no flour, you cranking a donkey. And when they went and told my grandfather, and my grandfather they run me down to beat me, and then me find out said that's his daughter. So now I'm adding up, and I'm like, hold up, Auntie Maureen, my mother, Uncle Ricky Jr., Peter, where she come in? How can she be grandpa's? When you're a kid and you're trying to figure stuff out, hey mom, how are babies made? I was at that stage, right? So I'm like, how can she be my grandfather's? How can she be my auntie? How is your grandfather daughter? How can she be my grandfather's daughter and she's not my grandmother's child? Wait, this don't make no sense. Then as I got older, I'm like, oh. So he tiptoed out his marriage and when they had So grandma never bun him back or nothing like that. She was no. What she did was she gave him an ultimatum. I don't know where you into, and you're like a silly thing where you are player. I'm not into these games, right? You're about to lose your whole family because of this. So you either shape up or ship out. That's what they said, right? Shape up or ship out. And stood on that. No foolish thing around here. You shape up or you ship out. I'm out. And as far as I was told, she took the kids that they had then and she left. And she went back to our people them and she stayed there. And he had to prove himself and come get him family and everything. And then the man just never became, he never lived that kind of life again, right? He followed his wife into church. He followed his wife. Now I know a lot of people on the debate, yeah, church is a whole next slavery thing and all that. Okay, I get that. But I would rather see you go to church than see you out here being a womanizing, gun-toting, drug head, junkie, drunkard, rum bar, this, that, and the other. So he followed his wife. His wife set the precedent, and she told him, this ain't no plaything. I don't know what you're trying to do, but what I'm trying to build with you, you look like you're not ready for it or you're not on it or you're losing focus, right? Now give you some space. Make you figure out what it is. You're ready, you come get to it. You're not ready and you don't feel to come get to it, it's fine. And she stood on it. And I'm like, damn, we need more women like these around. So it was based on that. Her telling the girl about, yeah, man, let's go to other man, panny man, take more wood in your hole and take this with yourself. And I'm like, go whore out yourself because a man wants to do that to himself. Ain't no glory in that for you as a woman. Matter of fact, ain't no glory even in that for you as a man. I was saying that to Shakira yesterday. I said, decent people, period, wouldn't do that. Because if me find out that my wife a whore out herself, I'm not going to go, oh, me, I give you bun for bun now. And now we have to be all over the place with everybody. No. I just look at it like God cleared the way for somebody better to come in my life and was trying to tell me all along and I wouldn't listen. So things aligned. Like, okay, you're not listening? This ain't the person for you. You're not listening. All right, watch this. Hey, see it there? Body in your bed. Hey, see it there? All upon your living room couch. Hey, see it there? In your own house. Hey, see it there? She said she gone a gym, she gone a man yard. Hey, see it there? She in the car with man all in there. She showed me everything. That's breaking your heart into 1,000 pieces when you don't want to listen. That's how I would look at it. And then, okay, I get it. This ain't the person for me. I have to move on. And you move on. And you're going to find better. And you'll be by yourself until better comes, right? But you don't go dirtying up yourself. Go dirty up yourself just because somebody else want to dirty up themselves. And based on just that one video, my grandmother came back into mind. My grandmother was such a virtuous woman, man. Clean to the bone, Miss Ruby. Anybody who know her could tell you that too. Very a disciplinarian to the fullest. She did all the beating. My grandfather probably beat you about once a year if him catch you. Sometimes he make the year ride into another year. It'll be 2 years before you get a lick from him. My grandmother is you can get beaten every day because it was a part of her regime. It was a part of her regime. She'll beat you almost every day. So she kept things in line, right? She dedicated her whole life to creating an environment, a life where we could benefit from it. And I praise her for that because that takes discipline. Wildness always been around. She could have chose to have been wild too. She could have chose to have been having fun too. And I close this segment by saying this. I remember now that both of them have passed and gone, I remember they were here in Florida visiting and they were at my mom's house. So you know when them they come in, everybody will call each other and like, yo, grandma and grandpa here. Okay, we are come. So everybody is driving in with all their kids and stuff. And the family are gathered at the house, right? And I'm watching the number grow and grow and grow. And we have this one picture that's at my mom's house with their grandkids and all their grandkids' kids around them. And the picture just full up a whole heap of people. And these two people right there in the middle. And I remember my grandfather looking at my grandmother and he said, the union has been fruitful. Just like out of some sci-fi movie, the union has been fruitful. But when he said it, it really hit me. Him look around, him look, everybody, all these faces, and all these faces have their features. See? All these faces have their features, you know. All these faces have their features. So him look around and she was like, he looked at her and he said, the union has been fruitful. And I thought, damn, it wouldn't have been fruitful without her. It wouldn't have been fruitful without her hard work and her dedication and her sticking to all that. So again, I use this morning to also empower women to say, you are the pilot, man. I don't give a damn what nobody wants to say. That man is there. He's there to bolster stuff. Yeah, that's the lion that roars when roaring needs to be done, right? The same old protector provider stuff. A real man, nothing makes a real man more manly or feel more manly than being wanted, needed by his family and being able to be there and being able to provide in that manner and all that. However, a woman is who really sews the fabric together. You understand? She hem up this, she stitch up the hem them. She sew back the tear them together. She put the thing together. She keep it together. And this woman was all that and then some. Boy, Miss Ruby, you live a life. You live a life worth talking about for the rest of my life. That part. So, some of the favorite things your grandmother done over the years. Somebody says, wow, physical abuse of children being appreciated and normalized in Jamaican culture. Stephanie Mark, here one. We're in a sensitive time right now. Everybody suddenly is sensitive, right? Different periods of time has happened. So, and they've gone by. And the people who lived in those times, they did what was best in those times. We're in different times now. There's no need now to beat a kid ass, even though some kids do need an ass whooping even now. And if you ask me, I got a whole lot of them. But I got a whole lot of them because if you think about this, right? My grandparents had children that all had children. My grandparents cared so much about their children. Ain't none of y'all doing none of this great stuff. Everybody now hinges on the small things. Oh, wow. Now we're glorifying abusing children and all that. I got my ass beat, but I felt more love than I felt abuse. Matter of fact, if you listen to what I'm saying this morning, you don't hear me talking about the ass whippings. You don't hear me talking about abused. My children, if they did what I was doing back then, for what I was getting my ass beat for, I would have probably beat their ass today. But I can't do it because we live in a different time. But here's the difference. It worked. It worked because they only had to do it once and they never had to talk to me about it again. I'll move on to do something else, but I wouldn't do that thing again. Whereas today, y'all talking till your blood pressure sky high, then your kids grow big and punch you in the mouth and go park you in a nursing home somewhere and all that. It ain't working. It's not working. This new way thing they have is not working. Oh, talk to the children. Oh, don't abuse the children. Everything is abuse now. You raise your voice too high. Oh, that's abuse. You say something too loud to your kid. That's abuse. You grab a picnic. Hey, come here. That's abuse. Everything you do and say to your kid, that's abuse. Wonder why they are the way they are today? We had somebody to fear when we were growing up. We had somebody to. They're not even going to church with you today. They're not going to church with you today. So church won't even work. You force them to church until they get big enough to say F church and F you and your church. They're not even going into church with you today. See, we had somebody to fear when we were growing up, and fear could be a healthy thing. Yeah. Respect comes with fear. Fear could be a healthy thing. I fear you so much I respect you. That's the type of stuff it was. Because I knew that the people that was raising me would stand on what they said. Don't make me have to tell you that again. Hey, don't make me tell you that again, you know. Can I say if I have to tell you that one more time, you're not gonna like it. Remember that? Yeah, Miss Ruby. Don't make me have to tell you that again, you know, because if I have to tell you one more time, you're not gonna like it. That's all she had to say. Now, if I was the one that was like, she not do nothing, or she can't catch me, and me go and do it again, she made sure she never had to say, did not tell you I was gonna have to tell you again and then again and again. That's what y'all have to do today. So you at the counselor trying to get your mind and emotions right. You at the therapist looking for some medication, or you overdosing one bottle of wine every night. You're at the because you can't deal. They slept comfortably. They slept comfortably because the law was laid down and it was respected. And to show you how effective it is, I'm a grown man. I'm probably about to be granddaddy sometime soon, my damn self. And I'm talking about what they instilled. So, yeah, everybody's sensitive now. The world is sensitive now, and you can't say this, and you shouldn't say that. And if you say it, don't say it like that, say it like this. Nobody is concerned about the message. They're concerned about how the message is said. You know what I mean? Listen, I wasn't abused. We get some rotted lick, but I wasn't abused. I was loved. I know I was loved. I know I was loved. It was my grandparents' teachings that saved me. Because when I left them and I came to America and I started living in America more than being in Jamaica, it was so much stuff that came my way that I could have easily got into. I came up in Miami in the crack epidemic era. I could have gotten into so much stuff, and I was around so much, like just in school, that I could have got into. But I kept hearing their voice in my head. And I kept thinking how my grandfather would probably kill me. Not joke, oh, he's gonna beat me hard. No. I was thinking he would probably kill me, for real kill me. Yeah. So I had real fear that directed me. I never been in anybody's prison. I never got involved in anything that my people got to be ashamed of, or that I have to be ashamed of, or I have to walk it back and relive and do over. It's because of those people. Right. It's because of those people. Let me just put this out there. I'm self-righteous, self-centered, and judgmental. Vicky says, I'm self-righteous. There's nothing wrong with healthy discipline. I discipline all three of my children. They aren't dead. They're doing great. Inga baby 51. Please tell them. Tell them. What I say, now there's a fine line between discipline and abuse. I mean, if y'all gonna beat the picnic till, like the story I told y'all before, how the neighbor stripped their son down, tied him to the tree outside. I don't remember if it was a mango tree that was at their gate. Tied him to the mango tree, and the mango tree had a big ant pile at the bottom of the mango tree. And you tie your son in a that, and the ants them crawl up on him and bite him up. Then his balls got swollen big as hell like a grapefruit and all that. If that's abuse, that's wickedness. Me never experienced none of that. I experienced some licks, and the licks had me flying straight. I won't even lie. So I didn't grow up as somebody who talked back to adults. I didn't, and I don't care who the adult was. If you were an adult over me as a child, you would never hear me talk back to you. You would never see me disrespect you, give you any kind of back talk or anything like that, right? I grew up respecting adults, especially. I grew up respecting even my own peers. I know what good morning, Miss Jones is. Good evening, Mr. Smith is. You greet people a certain kind of way. You know, it's a different kind of upbringing. It's a different kind of upbringing, which kids aren't getting today. A lot of kids are not getting this today. That's why they walk past, they'll elbow you out the way. Okay. If you're an elder, today's generation of kids will elbow you out the way. Move, get out my way. We never come up like that. We did not come up like that. So it went a long way and it was very necessary and it worked. What worked back then probably won't work today. We evolve, we learn and evolve, but I'm not going to hold them anything against them for what they had to do back in that time with what they had. They tried. They tried their best and they did it with lots of love. That's why some people today, even though you live in your big, nice house and stuff, what do you remember the most? Your little humble beginnings, right? You still look on the little board house or the little small house and you still reminisce and you still, because that's where all the love was. That's where all the discipline was. That's where all the respect was. That's where the laws were laid down firmly. That's where you still remember, even though it wasn't crab legs and lobster shells, you still remember the little two-piece of yellow yam, them the finger banana and the kin back in the plate and how much love it was prepared with and served to you. You still remember that. You still didn't go to bed hungry and at all. You still remember all them other stuff that somebody loved you, somebody cared about you. Nobody could touch you. Nobody could touch me. Nobody could touch me. I was like well protected and well loved. Yeah. Kind of bring tears to my eyes to think about it. Nobody could touch me. I was so well protected. That man. So we don't move. What I want y'all to do is don't move into the future. Start getting caught up with everything that's going on now, because now they're redefining what yesterday was, and then you start get bitter at the people who raised you back then. Well, you know, say she did abuse me. Me can't stand my grandmother because she used to beat me enough. And now me realize it was abuse. Don't go doing that. Don't go doing that. If in your heart of hearts you know that you were loved like that, don't change it. Because that's exactly what they intended. They intended for you to feel loved. They intended for you to feel protected. They intended for you to remember these lessons, because in their mind, they were preparing you for a future that they weren't going to be around to continue to guide you through. So they told themselves, I don't know how much time I have leave here. I have a little bit of time left, but with this little bit of time, I'm going to instill as much as I can in you, so that you can go forward into the future and be great and be happy and be functioning, well functioning, and not just somebody that's blowing where the wind goes and in all kinds of stuff and live a miserable life, right? And they put that work in you. So don't let anybody change that today with their fancy speeches and their updated lifestyle. People are update them life now, like how them update iPhone. Oh, the new iPhone 14 is out. Oh, the new iPhone 15 is out. Oops, throw away the 14. We're on to the 15. So the 13, the 12, 11, and the 10, oh, those are garbage. That's what they're doing to life. And it can't be done. It can't be done. My grandmother never did nothing wrong to me. I get beaten already, I'm a head bust. My grandmother was beating me with a belt, and the buckle of the belt flipped the other way around and hit me and bust my head. Am I going to hold that against her? No. And I still remember I was wearing a white shirt that said Washington, D.C. on it, and it had a train. And the train used to remind me that I'm going places. You're little, you're in Clarendon in the hills, you see plane fly over, you see train on your shirt, because I'm send it in from foreign, And you're like, one day I'm going to dip on that train there, you know. One day I'm going to dip on that plane there, you know. Well, my grandmother used to say the same thing. She said, one day you're going to be on that train. One day you're going to be in one of them plane there. You are going places. I'm preparing you to go places. She actually said these words to me. Remember me telling her how she used to make me walk around the house and say, I know that's so. It's over here. It's over there. I know yaso. It's over here. Right? And so we were getting ready. And we didn't know what the getting ready was. It was for this. It was for today when she is no longer here. She was instilling the ability for me to be able to speak in front of different audiences. So if I'm down a country and I chat to my country people, them, I'm flying out of place on a holiday. I don't come down there speaking as if, you know, and I don't remember you guys. And yeah, I come down and come talk like everybody else like this, don't? And then when I reach back a foreign now, then I can also speak like this. So I'm understood by those who live in foreign as well. She was preparing me for everything. And I got to think how dedicated you must have been to think of all this ahead and put the work in. Think about that. Somebody cared about you so much, they was thinking about your future way ahead and putting in the work, genuinely putting in the work. My grandmother used to beat me with that. My grandmother used to beat me with a switch, the braided one. Excalibur, the turntablets. So my grandmother used to beat me with a switch, the braided one. My grandmother used to make me go pick my switch. And then when we never pick the right switch, she go pick the switch where she like. So you have to make sure you pick a decent switch. You know, so you're gonna get beaten with it, you know. So you're trying to pick one that's not too big, but you know, one with too small that she rejects it and go pick her own. Boy. In other words, then stop doing stupidness because you're gonna have to go pick your own switch. And then over time, you stop doing stupidness. Vicky says, I'm 1000%. Many people here think I'm crap. And that's cool. I laugh. You want to know why? Haha. The pure life that I live, many can't. They wish. The things I see and hear women these days do. Vomit. Excalibur, I made sure I never have to visit my kids in prison. Let us come get me for that. Let ACS come get me for that. LA says, code switch. She understood. Yes, she understood code switch and I didn't know anything about it. Yeah, so we start out light upon that and we gone heavy upon the grandmother thing because I can talk about my grandmother and my upbringing and your grandmother too and all these things. For those of you who had a decent grandmother and grandfather, let's not leave the father out of it. Grandfather too. Because my grandfather was a champion too, right? And you know, what are they fighting for today? What do we say today? Today we say a balanced household is the best thing for a child, right? The man, the woman in it, and peace and harmony reigns within the house, and the children are able to live in that environment and feed off that. The female aspect of things, the male aspect of things, because whenever one is missing, there's a problem. Whenever one is missing, there's a problem. Like, for instance, boys that are raised only with their mom, you notice they take on their mom's mannerisms. Even if they don't say come out gay or effeminate, they still take on their mom's mannerisms, right? And they kind of treat problems the same way, which what you end up having is a man. He's growing into a man. So he's going to be a man that handles stuff like how women do. That's just facts. We soak in whatever is around us. We're heavily influenced by whoever is raising us. So if a woman is the only one that's raising her son and there's no man in the picture, he doesn't know how a man would handle this. All he remembers is how mommy handled this. And he takes on that mannerism. He takes it on. David King, King David, you can say not all you want to, but I'm telling you, if there are no, it's simple mathematics, family. If there's no man around, Where's he going to get his influence from? He's going to get his influence from outside? Those outside won't influence you enough unless you start turning to like a gang or turning. And you notice if you're in a gang, they require you to be around them constantly. This is how they end up start running the streets and start getting in trouble and whatever else, right? We're talking about in the house. If kids are in a house with a man and a woman, they watch how a man handles issues. They watch a man's mannerism. They watch a woman's mannerism. I can tell little boys that are being raised with a daddy around. I can just tell whether it's a stepfather or what. It doesn't matter. But is there a close male influence that's around? You can tell the ones that don't have it. But hey, that's up for another debate, another day, another argument. Pussy Galore says we usually core the switch to see each time when we hit the switch, unless or the switch would break. Children need both of their parents in the home. Absolutely. Absolutely. Vicky says, when Morning Thoughts started, everyone were so politically correct, kind of stick up the ooh-ah types. I say, I want this. I'm going to shake up this Ross because I can do that. I want to go on this morning. I'm obviously missing it. Let's get into our topic. So Flipper Mafia. Shout out to Flipper Mafia. We're going to run through the topic them fast. Some of them, and then some of them we're going to talk about for a long time. So Flipper says he is happy to have another chance, right? Here goes Flipper. Flipper Mafia, grateful for a second chance. This article came out. Nobody said nothing about it much, so I figured I would use it. Me not lie. The other day when I saw Flipper on stage and I saw how he approached the stage and it was Mavado that was performing at a concert that was put on by Alkaline in New York. The reception that Flipper got, I don't think Flipper would have got that reception had he been still Flipper. But I understand him did say something about unfinished house and something back in the day. But it was a good look into how life changes quickly, because Mavado did have the unfinished house. Flipper was balling hard. Flipper fell hard. Mavado unfinished house became a finished mansion, which is still there. A lot of people would say it's still there, but him can't go there. Him can't go there because of all the legal issues that's going on, right? Anyhow, Flipper is back. Flipper says he's glad for his second chance. The entertainer whose given name is Andrew Davis. I know a lot of people are saying Flipper, flip, switch, snitch, had to have done something to get out of prison that quickly. Everybody wants to know, where is Marsha? Where is his wife? Right? She got more years than he got. And as far as I know, she got released. Did she? So the entertainer whose given name is Andrew Davis, he was released early from the East Jersey State Prison in October of 2022 on parole. Now, while in custody, Flipper Mafia used the time to complete his high school diploma, and he earned a bachelor's degree in education. He said, it's sad. It's sad that it take me to go to jail, to get more mature and to understand certain things. I was going in a fast lane and Father God did have to slow me down. But I am grateful, most of all, that me get a second chance. Me get a chance to correct my mistakes them and move forward. He shared that upon his release, he went straight to his sister's restaurant and he ordered oxtail. Because this is not Jamaica where you get locked up, but your mother can still cook your little oxtail and send come give you. In the US, when you're locked up, you not eating mommy's cooking until you get out, right? Went to his sister's restaurant. First thing he did when he got out, ordered some oxtail. My mother was there, but she didn't know that I would be coming home that day, so she was surprised. It was just bare joy, indescribable. One of the good things is that I had a great support system. My family, my kids, they were always there for me. I listened to music from Barris, Sanchez, Freddie, Bob Marley, and Luciana. Those songs give me strength. Plus, I reflected on all the good memories, and that helped me through, you know. Now, while he is not totally ruling out adding motivational speaker to his list of titles, the Flossing King is at the place where he is concerned about the youths and he doesn't want them to ruin their future. Now, you know, who better to talk than somebody that has actually done it? Once we start looking on the screen aside where my eye them start hurt, so let's put on the blockers for these lights. This is what I want. And I always talk about this. I want people who are able, like if they've been through it, don't come out, come glorify it. Because if y'all notice, that's what a lot of people do. They come out and they glorify certain things. So the youth them feel like maybe it's not so bad. You know, it's terrible. But nobody is saying it's terrible. It's hell in there. Maybe it's not so bad. Now, having spent quality time reconnecting with the children and the family and still fully appreciating simply being able to get up each morning and just go outside. That. Remember I told y'all, man, I said freedom don't require a whole lot of money, whole lot of fanciness around you. It's the ability to just get up and just leave the space that you're in. When that's stripped away from you, like the other day, when the one Adidas slippers them fling me down, and it hurt my ankle, and I had a chip bone in my ankle, and I realized, damn, I really take my legs for granted. You know, like suddenly I couldn't walk. Suddenly I was on crutches, and one leg had to be in the air at all times. And then at nighttime, it would feel like somebody was stabbing my ankle with a ice pick, literally. Is when I finally got to the podiatrist and they did the foot x-ray and stuff. You could see the crack, the chip off bone and everything. But the simple things that we take for granted in life is what Flipper is basically saying. Just to get up and be able to go outside. You can open your door and look outside. You can step outside if you feel like it. Step back inside if you feel like it. So much is taken away. So much is lost when you start doing them prison time, yeah. Right? He wants to tell the youth them. And now remind you, he has a bachelor's degree now in education. So adding motivational speaker to his list. I'm a firm believer, right, that the creator puts you in a certain position in life and brings you through certain things so you start getting your tools. Everybody walk around with a tool bag. And what tools do you need for your future mission, right? I'm preparing you for something. What you're going to need a bachelor's in education because I want you to be able to articulate when you go out there to these youths. And I don't just want you to speak in some dark corner. I have some big stages for you to go speak on. And I want you to witness certain things. So this life that you live in right here, let me take you to the other side of it because all you know right now is flossing. Your money coming in the hundreds of thousands and millions. When Flipper them got caught, right, at 20-something kilo of cocaine, 500,000 US dollars in cash. And the next big stash house over here, so with this and that, them man was getting to some serious money. That's when you don't remember who you are, right? Or what you came for. But the universe, the creator have a way of saying, let me clear up this mirror right here so you can see straight. This ain't what you came to do. I got something for you, but you're gonna have to go in here because as long as you out here, I've been telling you for the longest, slow down with this. Go to school, use some of this money, go to school, educate yourself because I have something for you to do down the road. Okay, you're not listening? All right, I'm gonna take away all of this and that degree that I've been telling you to go earn. Your ass is gonna go earn it in prison. Go sit down. And while you're going through the prison stuff, I'm gonna make sure that nothing happens to you. So you're gonna come back out in one piece. But you're gonna go sit and learn what it is I wanted you to learn. That's how I look at life. So there ain't really no bad situation. Things look bad for a minute. But if you trust the process and you trust the creator, I think it's all putting the tools in your bag that you need Craig Jones says that happened to me. Putting the tools in your bag that you need for your future mission, what it is you're supposed to be. He says, I want to educate these youths and I want to let them know that nothing lasts forever, only good salvation. So it's important to them to sow good, positive seeds. Ain't that what I've been saying all along? I want to tell the youths them to dream big and go after them goals, but keep on the right side of the law. Yeah. This is very important message at a time when everybody I tell you about YOLO, you only live once, money over everything, dream big and go for it. High risk, high reward. Yeah, okay. High risk. Long prison time. Some people never come out of prison the same. You understand? So be careful with this high risk, high reward stuff. And if you're not you have to take big risk, to get big money and all that. That's what's being pushed. So for him to say, yeah, dream big, but you better work on it the right way. People sending mixed message to the youth them. And then they get to a place where they can't save themselves. Like Mr. Ruby said. No make no friend carry you go which part them can't bring you come back from. Some of them will carry go someplace and left you and you look around, you the only person there and you can't even bring yourself back from which part them carry you go. Yeah. So having spent quality time reconnecting with his family and his children and stuff, still fully appreciating simply being able to get up each morning and go outside. Flipper is back in the music full time, which is what he loves to do. And he's ready to take on the challenge, even releasing a new song which speaks to his flossing credentials. His newest song, which was released last Friday, which was 2 Fridays ago, is titled Flosser. And it was produced by Long Life Records, a name which he says is significant. Long Life Records. It's not his first song, but he feels that it's his best so far. It traces his personal history in exciting the dance hall with an extravagant lifestyle, which used to see him throwing US dollars into the crowd. Big stash of US dollars. Flipper used to dip on stage, and grab the money and fling it. So I miss it dollars in the ear. I remember the first time I saw that. As soon as I saw it, the first thing I said was, that's easy to do in Jamaica because Jamaican money. But then I remembered Jamaica don't have $1 bills no more. So those aren't Jamaican $1 bills he was throwing. And when I did my comment, somebody said, SouFLo, uno jealous or what? See a US money the man are flinging at the crowd. And I replied, and I said, that's stupid because the feds are watching. And ain't no way you making that much US dollars that you can throw that much into the crowd. Uncle Sam is looking and he's like, are those my bills that are raining like that? Did we get our fair share of taxes from that? Hey, come here, FBI, CIA, all these people. Come here. Go check out this guy, find out who he is, what businesses he owns. Is he paying taxes? Am I getting my fair share? That me that try to tell the people them, them did I call with jealous and all these things. So said, so done. Before you look around, feds up on flipper. Next thing you know, prison. Just like that. It happened 1-2-1-2. From the first video I saw with him fling the money to the prison time, it was a very short period. And I said what I said. Right. So for the rest of y'all out there who's getting it in whatever way you getting it, just know, you touching American dollars, Uncle Sam is like this. Any which part of money I'm spending at the world, he's like this. Did I get my fair share of that? You see, if he got his fair share, it's all good. You earned your money, go spend it. If you making hand over fist, tax-free dollars to where your money is in the hundreds of thousands and you can dash it when Monday because you know say Tuesday you're going to make back 100,000 again. We got to know who you are. So they're coming. You're under surveillance. That's a lesson within itself, right? Right. All right. So Flipper dropped some new music recently. Y'all can go look him up on YouTube. He dropped some new music recently. Obviously, well, the first song, Busy Signal, he said, Busy Signal, listen to them. And then Busy Signal explained to me, said the flow different now. And so me go back and me do some more voicing. I don't know if Busy I tell him, say, why them old flow, they kind of outdated still, you have to update the flow. Or he's saying that your flow is different now because you spent some time locked down, you wasn't doing music or whatever. Give him a guidance kind of thing, brother to brother guidance. Cause Busy been on it and he ain't never stopped. Busy is one of the most versatile. Like the other morning I said, if Busy would be one of the people them who would be eligible for that award that Wayne got. Anyway, next story. So I'm saying I'm gonna catch the flow right now. It's just some lyrics me build in response to some people who are questioning my floss and crown. All me I say is show me your work. My credentials are there. And a show off, a bossy me did bossy, right? And with that said, his goal is to let the youth them know, dream big, go after your goals, but stay on the right side of the law. Hard lesson that he had to learn, but he learned it. Let me close out the Flipper part by saying this. Again, welcome back to Freedom Flipper. I know that the flossing thing can't up on a floss right now like how you used to. But that's life. And I can see the changes as well, like how people gravitate towards. When you're up and you're flossing and people are look on you like you the man. Champagne showers at every party, expensive suits that you will never wear again, wet up the red bottom them, dash them away, this kind of thing. All fancy cars. He bought the Porsche Panamera and then the car to match the SUV. Done life, Shamar. When you're like that and you're on top, people yes man you and bow down you and run come around you to suck energy and he's not flexing like that anymore. So see the whole heap of people them again. And everybody ain't sharing everything that he puts out anymore like that. But that's the price you pay. Know what I mean? That's the price you pay for doing it the right way. People ain't really gonna be on your coattail like that until you bust big again. But like you said, thank God you have an opportunity at Freedom again so you can bust big all over again. And this time, when you do it the right way, the people them that run in this time, they're gonna be genuine people and people. Well, yeah, you're gonna have the people them will always want to nyama for something where, but there'll be genuine people there now this time, and this time it'll feel different because it's hard work and it's earned and it's gonna be permanent. What you had before wasn't permanent. It was temporary. It's that temporary sensation that you felt was gonna last forever until it crashed. That's the lesson in that. So shout out to Flipper Mafia. Thank you for putting out some positive words, especially for the youth them. I am no glorifier of anybody who puts out stupidity to the youth them, because what ends up happening is them youths end up glorifying you and going down the wrong path, and then you're not there to save them. You're not. With that said, we move on to the next topic. Now, she is the glue that holds everybody together, everyone together. Done life. Shamar, you are a Forex trader, no MD. Okay. Forex trader. Keith Honeyham says, any Jamaican this reggae music need a slap. Reggae is the only music played in every country in the world. Culture music, the best ever. Well, yeah, we're not on this it. We just say the artists them need to up their thing. Like, 15, 20 years in, you're a superstar. Stop singing about poverty. Let a young youth who just coming out of the industry that really come from around a zinc fence lane, let him sing about his experience and his life and all the way up. You have experienced way more things. Sing about them way more things. Then motivate and uplift more, right? Honestly, ain't nobody uplifted and motivated today if you're singing about poverty and enough food never in the house last night and mama have to go to bed hungry with the picnic them, and that is not motivating anybody. The youth them nowadays, they are motivated. You have to prove to them. For instance, you can't tell the youth them nowadays about you're rich and hard work pays. And that's one of the problems teachers are having. Hard work pays, they say to the kids. And the kids go look up the teacher's salary. And then the kids them look up how the teacher them live. And then they look at like other people in other professions and other fields. They're like, this not match up right. This not add right. You know what I'm saying? So they look to like the wrong people. Because when a dope dealer tells you, hey, you get on your grind, you do it this way, you do that. Oh, that one, the yellow one. Oh, I got the canary yellow on the Porsche. Oh, you haven't seen my other one? I got the McLaren too. Yeah, not my Phantom. My Phantom's coming in next week. It's custom. This, that, and the other, right? Oh, I'm private jetting. Y'all going commercial? Yeah, I'm private jetting. I'll meet y'all there. I'll be over there. When they show them that is when, and I know it sounds frivolous because it's all about material thing and flashy thing, but these youth ain't responding to nothing else other than. So if Flipper could actually get back to where he was flossing like he was flossing before, but the money was actually hard-earned money, well-earned money, legal money, then the youth them will believe him when him say, go for your goals, go big, but stay on the right side of things. See? And yeah, Craig, a red eye have a lot to do with it, yes. But I think it's just the hunger for success and what their definition of success is today. People, success means something different to everybody. To me, success is I have enough money in the bank to where my monthly bills don't have me like this around here. I mean, me a struggle because the light bill and the car payment never kill me. You know, that if me not have that and all my kids them okay, and you know what I'm saying, that's success to me. Success to other people is having things in an abundance. That's what most people today's definition of success is. If you don't have 10 million US for that way, and if you don't have like you didn't bring in the latest Lamborghini, and you're not in the latest Benz, and you're not in their mind, that's what success is. So when you're going to deliver a speech to them to motivate them to go the right way, they want to see something. Show some property. Which piece of real estate you own? What kind of business you have going that you set up and run and grew it from the ground into success? Them want to see something else. And then them want to see some material things too behind it and these kind of things. Just saying that. So yeah, I guess we're in the age of licky licky and ready eye. Shamar Jackson says the youths want the attention and the girls' success bring. For me, success is being financially free and don't have to stress about bills or my kids' next meal. That is me and you, my friend. I will slowly work towards ironing out all the rest of the goals. But success, that's my definition right there. Me don't need the whole. Even when I play the lotto, I said, God, please. The lot, remember, I know the jackpot. One time the jackpot was $100 and something million. And you imagine me over here, I'm praying for one. I said, God, I just want 1 mil. Just $1 million cash in one lump sum at a time. Maybe I have to win 2 mil, and then the government I got to take half of it in taxes and leave me with half. But me not care. I want 1 mil in cash in a lump sum, and I can move from there. I could help so many people. I could help myself. I could set up all kinds of stuff. So many ideas could come to fruition, and I know the average person is like, that money would go so fast. You know, 1 million and a whole heap of money. But that's to show you how me not run down. You know, I don't want no $150 million, and that's gonna be my idea of success. That ain't my idea of success. My idea of success is to be able to be stable, and to be able to be stable consistently throughout life, right? That way I'm not stressed out and I can bring happiness to those around me as well. See? MD, I appreciate you so much. MD says, thanks for your consistency daily and great content. Not a subscriber, but I listen when I can. And I appreciate you for the donation. I appreciate you for listening when you can. Audrey Wright said, I always say, God, let me just get a little piece of it. Yeah, Audrey, just a 1 mil. The jackpot is 119 million. I just want one. I don't pray for the whole jackpot. I want one. One. And I could move mountains with that one. You know? I Taylor says someone in California won $1 billion Powerball recently. I know. And ended up walking away with 900 and something million dollars after the government took taxes out of it. Imagine you didn't work for that money. You'll buy a ticket and win 900 and something million dollars after taxes. Jeez. I don't know. Sometimes I think it's not real. Sometimes I think it's just a setup and it ain't real. Cause or maybe the jackpot, by the time they give a jackpot for 100 million or for $1 billion, they probably already made like 100 billion off of that. So them can give away 1 billion, right? They have it in Florida too. Big jackpots in Florida too. Anyhow, but on a more serious note now, an incident happened yesterday and day before yesterday. Before we do that though, let's send out our solidarity to the Jamaican football girls called the Reggae Girls. It's such a deplorable, shameful state. Jamaican women boycott the upcoming Gold Cup qualifiers amid a pay row with the country's FA, Football Association, as the Reggae Girls claim that they have yet to receive full and correct payment for their performance at the World Cup. The Reggae Girls left a statement, and I'm going to take the statement from a UK tabloid. It is with great disappointment that we share that the 2023 World Cup roster will not be participating in the upcoming October international window for the first ever Women's Gold Cup qualifier. Now, while this has been one of the hardest decisions we have had to make, we feel that it's necessary to make such a drastic stance to put an end to the constant mistreatment we receive from the Jamaica Football Federation. As always, it is an honor and a privilege to represent Jamaica. It is our job to perform to the best of our ability and put all of our efforts into representing our country, making our fans, our loved ones at home, the diaspora, proud. Due to the current circumstances the Jamaica Football Federation has put us in, though, we would not be able to do our jobs. We have received information about our coaching staff, medical staff, and equipment staff in an untimely manner and through unprofessional communication. We have gotten confirmation of our head coach 3 days prior to our report date through social media, despite our efforts to have direct communication with the JFF. That's freaking crazy. So only 3 days before they're supposed to report in is when they find out who the head coach is going to be. And they're only communicating with them through social media. Vexed. So I guess the Jamaica Football Federation is what? Vexed with the Reggae Girls, and they're holding whatever monies was supposed to go to them properly hostage, and they're not communicating with them face to face. They're doing it through social media. So it's like, go on go play and represent the country. Don't come talk to we, because we don't want to talk to you, because we make we look bad before expose certain things or whatever. To this day, we have yet to receive full and correct payment for our historical performances at the World Cup and the numerous outstanding bonuses for qualifying in the summer of 2022. I remember that money came in. I remember somebody said, we're going to make sure that the money gets allocated properly to the individuals throughout the team. And now this, we have yet to receive full and correct payment for our historical performances at the World Cup and at the numerous outstanding bonuses for qualifying in the summer of 2022. We have dealt with this lack of communication, poor organization, poor management, and delayed payments from the JFF, Jamaica Football Federation, time and time again. For this reason, we take our stance in solidarity with hope to end this cycle of mistreatment. With love, your Reggae Girls. So, what that says for us is that we're not gonna have anybody representing Jamaica at the 2023 at the 2023 events that's coming up. This is the upcoming Gold Cup qualifiers, World Gold Cup qualifiers, and we now have nobody to represent Jamaica because, yeah, Angel D. See, look, y'all look at the comment section and look at Angel D comment, right? We ask where the money went. They'll be looking for new players, all right. But when you're not treating the players that you have, this is sports. You think new players just sprout up out of nowhere and you have players of this caliber? Even if they get good players right now, those good players are going to have to be trained in a certain manner to go through the rounds that's required to excel to that level. So that ain't going to be no overnight thing anyways. Missy Brom, they will now go off and play for other teams. This is how our best players, our best athletes end up overseas. And you see them in uniforms from all across the world. Just look at the Olympics. When you look at the Olympics, there's a lot of Jamaicans out there running in other uniforms. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Them represent England, Canada, all the first world countries because of stuff like this. Now, what I want to know is, because we've been crying like this for the longest, right? What I want to know is why aren't they being treated the way how they deserve to be treated? The Reggae Girls for us is actually a national treasure, my friend. And they brought not just great joy, but they brought, like last year, stellar performance. They had everybody rooting, right? Putting Jamaica on the map, creating history. That's true, Gay Walters. Gay Walters says nurses, doctors, teachers, this is nothing new. It's all the same thing. So I guess Jamaica has a system then where all the people who are supposed to uplift the society, because if you think about it, when our sports teams are winning, when our athletes are shining on a national stage, what happens to the crowd, to the country? Morale is lifted. Morale is boosted. Yeah, man, we're there World Cup right now. We know, hey, turn on the TV, make we see. Yeah, them a play tonight. And everybody, there's more of a unison. It's even proven. When the World Cup was going on, murder rate in Jamaica went down like significantly just for that period of time. We were even joking and saying, I guess the gunman them decided so them are gonna kill later because right now everybody have to tune in to Wagwan. So sport in itself has a huge effect on a society of people. But me no know, I guess anything for uplift with them, I'll tear it down. Yeah, because the teachers are supposed to uplift the youth them, right? And train their mind for the future. And you see how they treat them, yeah? And along with others, just like you said. Damn, we gotta do better, man. We have to do better. So, Reggae Girls, we stand in solidarity with you. We know what time it is. We see what's going on. All right? And it ain't nothing new. It is what it is. It's sad, but that's what it is. Now, if y'all go play for other teams, move to where the pastures are greener, just like how our teachers and other professions have had to be doing, then we can't be mad at you all. We can't be mad. We just wish you all the best. Everybody wants to be where they're appreciated, and everybody wants to be where they're rewarded for all their hard work. Shamar Jackson said, anything to uplift mostly darker looking Jamaicans. Check the team. Slow for our governments don't want any peace in Jamaica, Lexi says. Well, you know, your prime minister is up there talking a whole lot of tough talk, a lot of uplifting talk, which election is closing in. We'll see. Y'all, I need everybody ears real quick. And I need your intelligence right now. I'm going to say this real fast. So if you miss it, you miss it. You have to read between the lines. Please, may I say it 3 times? Please do not type in the comment section what it is that you think I'm talking about. May I stay away from it? And I want you to stay away from it too, right? All right. Watch this. If you don't understand patois this morning, God help you. I try keep it not too patois, but me a good on it still. All right. A little war something going on right now. See? Between 2 set of people we live on the same piece of land round one place, round one part. See? And I see the top man in Jamaica, bro God himself, side with one of the piece and part them. Now, in another warrior when I see a go on, the lesson what I get from this is this. You see, if you touch one person in my family, I murder out the whole of your family members them. That means that your granny whenever do me nothing dead. Your auntie and your uncle them where they are foreign, I don't know what go on as them flying, slap them where. Your baby them with just born, gone. All that. Now, I saw the thing I go on, you know. I saw it I get deal with, you know. And I see a man like him side with the thing. So now me I look on Jamaica and I say to myself, say, boy, Jamaica, reprisal killings in Jamaica is pretty high. Because the people them feel like say, yo, we not get no justice in the system. Cause see it there, John killed my brother, you see me? And me know say John do it and I go talk to the police them and the police them now do nothing about it. So here what me have to go do now. This is why Mr. John, I slap with that. Matter of fact, give it a little bit of time. Me catch him when the time right. And then now John brother, after me slap with John brother come look for my family members them. Kaima say, oh, you kill my brother, so but remember, I know John killed my brother first, you know. So me go slap with John cause the law never give me no justice. John no get no prison time or nothing. Him out on bail and fee him case non-try for the next 4 or 5 years. See? So I want some justice. See? So me go for John, slap him. From me slap John brother come back, slap my brother. Now me go back over there the other day, John granny me catching at the yard, you know. Slap with granny, you know. Now the whole family want to kill off my family, me want to kill off for them family, and the war now gonna stop. See it? The same thing me see I go on around one part and one place. At the end of the day, is all reprisal. But the same man where I said them thing I need to stop. At the same man where they on big stage a big up reprisal killing. Yeah. We look into the thing from a different angle. I just gonna say it right there, sir. Left it right there, sir, and move forward now. Back to the story that we were talking about. Yesterday, a couple of murders happened. Welcome to the sad part of this morning show, yeah. And one of them was 5 people got shot up and 2 died. We're gonna talk about that situation. That situation happened in one of the places in Jamaica that I thought was one of the most peaceful places, which has become not so peaceful in a short period of time, right? So the shooting of 5 people happened in Prairie, St. Anne yesterday. See? And we're going to talk about that situation because there's information out about what was connected to that. The other one, the one that's really stirring up the place was the one that happened in Rae Town yesterday. 3 19-year-old youths. Those are the 3 youths that are on the icon for the video this morning. 3 19-year-old youths dead one time. Make we start out with the 5 people shot up first. And the first headline that came out for that one, this is from St. Anne. Not the last time I was in Jamaica, but the time before that, which was sometime last year, right? We had a beautiful house in St. Anne. This was my first time actually going to St. Anne. And I stayed in St. Anne. And we were there in the pandemic, towards the end of the pandemic. And then we end up getting on lockdown too with the rest of the, and my kids were there, Yankee picnic, them like, oh man, we came all the way to Jamaica to get locked down. And they were like, the Jamaican government must be slow. Why are they locking the people in? These are my kids, right? Why are they locking the people in? Are they trying to say that COVID only moves on the weekends and it doesn't move throughout the week because they wait till the weekend come to lock everybody down, blah, 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 whatever. But we had a beautiful stay. We had a beautiful place. The vibe was good. The vibe was beautiful. Everything full of life and nice and all these things like Jamaica is supposed to be. See? So my perception of St. Anne was that it's one of those peaceful, nice places. Now, ever since I got back to the US, I just noticed that a whole lot of killings start happening in St. Anne, which is disturbing to me. Because every time I find a peaceful place, when I leave, the place turn up. And it's not me. It's not my energy. Because I know somebody I gonna say that, right? It's you, SouFLo. Every time, any place you go after you leave, the place turn over. It's not me. It is what it is. It's just the violence is going around, place to place to place, till suddenly, it's everywhere. Anyhow, headline 1 says 5 men were shot, 2 fatally wounded during a gun attack in Prairie and St. Anne on Saturday night. The deceased are 38-year-old Nicholas Dobson of Prairie and 42-year-old factory worker Dwight Harrison of Riverhead, both in St. Anne. Now, the 3 injured males, including a teenager, the ones that survived, remain hospitalized in serious condition. Police report that about 8:25 p.m., several persons were near a popular eatery. Out there, get some food and chill on these things along the Prairie Main Road when 2 men, one of whom was armed with a handgun, approached the location. The gunman opened fire, sending patrons scampering for cover. And then when the shooting subsided, the 5 men were found suffering from gunshot wounds. Harrison later succumbed to his injuries at the scene. The other 4 injured men were rushed to the hospital where Dobson died, and the rest were undergoing treatment, and all were admitted. Investigators have launched a manhunt for the gunmen who fled the scene in a waiting motor vehicle. Jamaica go already, escaped in nearby bushes, never to be seen again, case not solved. All right. Now, this morning, more information came out. And the more information that came out says the factory worker was actually the target. And this is what his relatives said. Relatives of the 42-year-old Dwight Harrison, one of the 2 men that were shot and killed in Prairie St. Anne on Saturday night, they say that they believe that he was actually the target of that attack. But me I say, how them shoot 5 people if they came for 1 man? Back in the day, back in the day, gunman used to say, don't ask me how I know. I've been some places, seen some things, done some things, all this. But gunman used to say, no hot you up in a youth. That means that you can't go around your family them. You can't stand up around your friend them. Even us used to be like, yo, you hot right now. Like, bounce. Don't even be around here. Cause when them come for you, but them all shoot up you and everybody when they're with you. So when certain man get hot, we never used to even talk to them no more. We never used to want they're around them no more. But some man was sensible back then because when they got hot, they themselves never used to go around the people them that they wouldn't go back to their district. They wouldn't go around them family members. They wouldn't chill out around them friends and all these things. You understand? Nowadays, your family members and friends them would do them something here, live a certain life. Them not care about you, my friend. Them come eggs up, right? They be the ones that pick you up from the airport when you land. Them want go at every party where you go when you reach the island. You know what I'm saying? They want to do everything with you. knowing damn well say you're hot right now. A man want your head. Why you want me round you? But anyhow, Harrison, a factory worker of Riverhead, 36-year-old Nicholas Hobson, a laborer. You see how them put in the job description of Town. Both in St. Anne, they were shot dead by a gunman while 3 others were left with gunshot wounds. Now, we already did the part, the 8:25 p.m. Harrison and others were chilling out at a cook shop when a car drove up and a man jumped out of the car and start firing like a big Western movie. Gunshot everywhere. The police were alerted and all 5 men were taken to the hospital. Now, while condemning the incident, one of Harrison's relatives, who says his name is Michael Miller, he said that he believes that the factory worker was the one that was targeted by the gunmen. The community said when him get the first shot, him run and drop. And the other one, them run gone. The gunman, them turn back and come back and shot him again. The people that were hiding, when one of the gunmen come, the people that were hiding, they saw when one of the gunmen come back, stand up over him and said, "You're not dead," and give him 2 more shots. Other persons get shot, so why them specifically say, "If you're not dead"? That means, sir, him them want dead, said the person. He added that he is saddened by the murder of Harrison, who was a loving and kind father of 3. So now 3 picnic out here with no daddy. He was always a jovial and kind person, He was very kind. If him come and him see one little picnic a ball, say him money loss or something like that, he is the type of person to give him back the money. Make sure that that little child get happy. And him not go, I'll make sure him not go get no beaten if he mash up anything. Once he can afford to buy it back or give it back to them, he will do it. He's a very nice person. Miller added as he called out to the police to conduct a thorough investigation so that justice could be served. Now, in the meantime, the police are saying that they are following very strong leads on this one. Acting Senior Superintendent attached to the St. Anne Police Division, David White, said that the incident is believed to be linked to a long-running feud in the area. So the pieces are coming together fast. According to Jamaica Observer sources, the feud started more than 2 years ago and had previously resulted in a double murder. So, from that double murder to this, reprisal. Meanwhile, Hobson's mother told the Jamaica Observer that she spoke to him shortly before he was killed on Saturday night. She said that Hobson was a nice person, who was not involved in any wrongdoing, and he had returned from work shortly before he was killed. Maybe he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Maybe I wasn't theme time, but he was killed because he was just in the crowd, said his grieving mom. Now, remember, when gunshots start, everybody run, hide. Some people pick up con, some people didn't get hit, but they were hiding and watching. And their account from the people that was hiding and watching was that they doubled back and came back for him specifically, stand up over him and said, "You're not dead," and shot him again 2 more times. This is why they believe that he was the intended target. So I guess the other person that got shot and died was wrong place at wrong time, standing by somebody that's hot and get done too. Yvonne Wallace says, OMG, what does increasing killings and now pipe bombs and soldier going to fight Haiti to do with each other? Going off topic, but just asking. Madness agwan, Yvonne, that's all. Beer madness agwan. That is all. Now the Rae Town situation is the situation that have everybody, because first report for the Rae Town situation was that shootout happened. Matter of fact, when I got up yesterday morning and I saw triple murder, I said, damn. Remember I told y'all last week and the week before and the week before, I said it seems like the killing them in Jamaica not coming out unless them getting a double or a triple anymore. I don't know one person that gets shot again. I don't know if y'all see that this is trending. And I've been studying my culture for a long time. No, I'm not professor whatever at the University of the West Indies. I'm a normal person, but I've been studying my culture for a long time. And one thing I know about Jamaica is copycat. Like, we have copycat trends. So you will have a double murder over here. Look forward to seeing a double murder over here. Once you pick up two, y'all gonna have 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it's like, we're not kill unless a double and better. Then when the triples start, you'll see triple here, then triple there, then triple here, and triple again. So yesterday when I woke up and I saw the headline, I was like, damn, it's trending. It's trending, and this is what I'm up to. Only to find out that this particular shooting has to do with police. So Rae Town residents protest the fatal shooting of 19-year-olds, 3 19-year-olds by police. Several residents in Rae Town, East Kingston, took to the streets on Sunday morning, which was yesterday morning, today on Monday, in a fiery protest over the fatal shooting by the police of 3 teenagers from the community in an alleged shootout. The police report that they received reports of a group of men carrying out a series of robberies in the area around Rae Town on Saturday night into Sunday morning. The men reportedly stole cellular phones, they stole cash, and they stole other items in at least 4 incidents using a tracking device on one of the stolen phones. The police team was dispatched to premises on Paradise Street in the area. Listen, when you're young and dumb and don't know, who's still stealing cell phones? On now watch like Doorbell on YouTube. There's a show called Doorbell where it shows you all these different doorbell, what happens in front of the people, them doorbell, like people come up randomly in the middle of the night, check your door, see if it can open, if them can go inside, all kind of something that go on outside while you're asleep or while you're not awake, at home. One of the things I remember constantly happening on Doorbell is people showing up at people's house. Hello, my phone is in there. Hey man, I don't want no problems. I just want my phone. We tracked it. The AirTag says it's here. It's an iPhone. It's very accurate. By the way, if your phone gets stolen, don't go searching for it for yourself. You can track it to a location. Once you get to the location, my advice to you is to stay somewhere close by, call the police, and tell the police, say, hey, my phone is in there. I tracked it, and it's there. It was stolen earlier. It's in this location, and do that. Don't go trying to handle this stuff yourself, because you know your people open them door and shoot you. Anyhow, the police in Jamaica is saying, because you know them blocked the road yesterday, you know, them burn up a whole heap of something in the road, you know. It was one bagger weeping and wailing and crying and dirty, wicked police, this and that. So the people are saying, we don't give us no proof of nothing what them do. We just kill the youth them. The police today released that using a tracking device on one of the stolen phones is what led them to that location. Sources at the Jamaica Observer says that around 4:15 a.m. the police arrived at the premises and they were greeted with gunshots when they arrived at the premises. The residents in the area said there was no gunshots. If there was gunshots, sure with the spent shell them, sure with something. No gunshots are alone fire. The police returned fire. When the shooting ended, 3 men were found with gunshot wounds. They were taken to the hospital where they were all pronounced dead. According to the police, they found a Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 12 rounds. They found an Arcus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 5 rounds. And those were all seized and taken into custody following the incident. Now, it is further reported that one of the victims of the robbery were also able to identify the dead men as among those who had stolen from them before. And a number of the stolen items were also identified. So, to the people them over Rae Town, we say the police not show with no proof, lie them a tell, kill them, come round and come kill the little innocent youth them. A 3 hardworking innocent youth them kill. This is what the police is saying. See a lady here. That lady here says she raised them youth here.
Little boy them killed. 3 innocent little boy them never reached 28. When me say them fine gun, all know we not see no gun. We don't see a spent shell. We don't even know if a police or a gunman kill them. If gunman they kill them, that's the spent shell. And if police they kill them, that's the spent shell. What is spent shell them there? Show with the gun now. Where there? No kill all the 3 people them if we never find gun carry me now. Me not say no carrying big bad man, we have big gun, we no afraid that. And carry them in, why no could carry the 3 up into them? We no kill them and draw them, throw them in a jeep and carry them away. And now we not see them body. And now we not see a be a blood we look for. Fisherman, look boy and show them ideas, say a fisherman and a beg for them life. Them a beg for them life and them still kill them. Not a shootout, which bad. And them gonna come and picking them out of them bed and them open the door, them say police. And them open the door and right away. Innocent. Jesus, murder. Wicked. The police them make afraid of them. And them are a rescue. And them are a protector. And when we go to them, we have to run from them. Why? Why we run from them? Them is wicked and them can't be trusted. Who will be just? Andrew won't let's talk to, you know. Who will be just, Daddy? You put them to protect them and save we. And when we run go to them, we have to run from them. Eh? Who will be just? And you can't wicked some man. Jesus, my belly move from man and I know me can't eat. And me grow them pitney them, you're 53, I've seen them in here.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying, you know, she shocked me at the end when she said she was 53. Like she's had a rough 53 years. But let's not dwell on how she looks. Let's more dwell upon what is being said. Right? Now, I'm going to say something after this done still. So the dead men have since been identified. Now, remember, it is further reported that some of the victims of the robberies were able to, is multiple robberies took place. I think it's 4 or 5, right? According to reports. Multiple victims, alleged victims, were able to identify these men as those who had stolen from them. And a number of the stolen items were also identified. The dead men have since been identified as Carlos Faulkner, otherwise called CJ, from Paradise Street, Andre Max Turner from John Street, and Shahid Morgan, better known as Tinado, from John Street as well. All 3 of them were 19 years old. But residents who identified the 3 as fishermen, they challenged the police version of the events that have they're now demanding that justice be served in a protest that was staged close to the entrance to Rae Town fishing beach. 3 little innocent boy them kill. Them don't even reach 20 yet. One of the protesting residents who gave her name as Cindy that you just saw said, She joined, that was, by the way, in Jamaica Observer. Okay, so that's Jamaica Observer's material. We give credit to Jamaica Observer for their material. We're just using it for discussion's sake. She joined other residents in questioning the police, claiming that the men were armed, and questioned that she alleged was at the absence of any of spent shells. In other words, then she has said, where the spent shell them there? If gunshot did a fire and shootout was happening, where are the spent shells? What else did the shots hit? Did it hit any building? Chip off a piece of concrete over here or something? We want some kind of proof that there was some kind of shootout, because there was no shootout. If we don't even find a gun, we don't carry them in. Well, the police already said they found 2. Mr. Uno carry big bad man who have big gun. Why Uno couldn't carry in the 3 little picnic them? Uno kill them and then draw them and throw them in a jeep and carry them away. Not a shootout. And them go lock up the little picnic them, wake them up out of them bed. Police and them open the door, and the youth them, as them open the door, that's how them start. Late Sunday afternoon, Assistant Commissioner of Independent Commission of Investigations, or INDECOM, which is the overseeing body of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, or police authorities, Hamish Campbell told the Observer that his team had launched a mandatory probe into this particular incident. Now, at the moment, we have different information from the police. Of course, the information is still very much in its early hours, said Campbell. This is from INDECOM, as he reiterates much of what had already been reported to the Observer. The 3 young men, they were all 19 years old, and they were all identified as fishermen from the Rae Town community. So, as I say, it's very early, and we still are trying to assess the situation to get the full facts. But INDECOM attended the scene, have taken photographs of the scene, recovered the weapons from the police officers and the weapons already found on the fishermen or on the gunmen, and inquired. The inquiries are continuing. 4 police officers attended the scene. 3 of those police officers fired their weapons. The 4th police officer did not fire his weapon. Wow. Couple of things that I noticed. Remember, I told you all yesterday that your job in Jamaica is who you are. So if they say Attorney Garth Miller got into a shootout with police officers and he was killed, everybody would say, well, them murderous police, all one liar, them go kill. The man a big liar, the man no have no reason for a shootout, we don't know. I kill him and plant it upon him. But if them say 3 19-year-old who claims that them a fisherman from around a Rae Town, volatile area anyway, immediately everybody says them did guilty. Them did guilty. But what I want, and not speaking to this case, just speaking about how Jamaica work. But what I want the people to understand is this. You ask for proof. 2 guns appeared. The police said they took one off the persons of one of them, and the other one was found close by them. One did have it upon him, and one found close by. I want to know how it did have it upon him still if you're in a shootout. Because if you're in a shootout, you're not fire your gun and then tuck it back, you know? So, and run. And then maybe that's what he did. Fire it and tuck it back and run and dead. But both guns had a lot of bullets in them still, so I not tuck back my gun when shootout are going for run. I run with my gun in my hand just in case them catch up on me. We can't shoot back. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, and we don't really know what to believe. Now, the message to the Jamaica Constabulary Forces: this is where the bad seeds make it bad for the good seeds, because as much as people want to believe that it was the police doing their job and them find 3 gunmen, in all honesty, we can't just accept everything the police give us, because we know that some of them move crooked, right? And we've seen it time and time again. The end message for this, though, this morning is 19 years old. Again, Miss Ruby, my grandmother. You see them people here? Them people here save not just me, but the rest of our life in so many ways. Like, them no business if you know 19 or 91. If you come off of them yard, and, all right, you're a man and you come off your yard and you bring a woman, if you don't never walk down no aisle and put ring pan no finger on, you can't stay in the same room in them house. I talk about principles. I'm talking about principles that we've forgotten. All right. You see outer road, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock a morning, can't work. Can't them no business how old you is. You're not pushing no door coming in here at no time like this. You understand? You're not push no door. You're not push no door coming in no house no time like this. You are 19. Teen still in your name. Even if 20 add in your name, come in here at a decent hour. Where you at the outer road 4 o'clock and 3 o'clock. There's a lot that we've forgotten, man, that keeps us going through this cycle again and again. You know who never get shut up last night or Sunday night by police at 4 o'clock in the morning? Everybody whose age had teen pan it, where did in a them yard. Because them they are no hours for their road. And the way how Jamaica run, you out a road with a tree on you know. Tree on. My granny always say, see, there's only 2 things they out a road, them the time of morning there, them the time of night there. You can figure out what the 2 is. So you are going to pick which one you are. Sad to say that that's how it ended for the 3 youth them. Now, on top of that, they demanded to see gun. The police produced 2 guns. They demanded to know who complained about what. The police produced witnesses. The police produced alleged victims who identified these men as the men who had robbed them. So what it sound like is 3 brethren that decided that they were going to go robbing together and got caught up. Now I'm going to end this video like this morning. If you're out here and you're firing at police, just please understand, say, you're dead. Okay? And notice that in Jamaica, them love challenge the police and fire back. Gunman will fire back at the police, you know, in Jamaica. That don't happen so much in the US. Because here's the thing. I think in Jamaica at some point, them stop firing and them run or they retreat or something like that. You see, in the US, once you fire at police or soldier, they don't retreat. They keep coming until you either in custody or you dead. Stop giving away your life, youth. Stop giving away your life. It's okay to be in the house and be bored. Okay? You will live. Stop giving away your life. I know somebody are going to say, I don't know what time you grew up in, I know, and you talk about man can't go road certain hours. Okay, then. You don't have to listen. My granny said, who can't hear or go feel, so I guess you don't want to feel. God go, we don't know. We'll stay close to this story to see how it turns out. And like we tell everybody, hit the notification bell. So when we update these stories, was there wrongdoing on the part of the cops? Who is going to be charged versus what happens next, so on and so forth. We'll bring it to you and you'll get the update. But right now, it just looked like 3 brethren, young, put them head together the wrong way and went out there and dashed for them life. Where you are fire after police for? Matter of fact, don't be in a position to where the police them can say you were there to fire after them. Them couldn't say me fire after them, come. Me not out there. At all. Last saying for the morning. If you never go sit down under the foul roofs, before couldn't shit on you. All right. Have a wonderful day. Walk good. Be good. Think before you act and know that actions have consequences. And there's a wicked thing out there called karma. Very real. And none of us escape it. All right. Catch y'all tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts. Big up on yourself. One love. I'm out. Peace.